Saw a fox in the courthouse steps, twisting and turning without regrets, with downward dogs and feline ploys, distracting me from ecosystem joys. No more yoga under legal skies. No more poses that mystify. Keep your namaste far away. I'm here to win, not watch you sway. Position she bends, a warrior pose that never ends. I plead the case with weary eyes. She shifts the tree and I lose the prize. Sway. In the glow of YouTube, she salutes the sun. But courtroom shouldn't be a place for fun. Clarity lost in her serene haze. My objections echo in a daze.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. It is Monday night. I'm not usually here on Monday night, but we are this week because there's some crazy stuff happening. It is paper terrorism, I think, is what they call it, Tug. What do you think?
I think it has been an insane few days. I mean, it is. I thought after, what was it, Friday? I mean, it's like I can't even keep up with the days and all the crazy. So much has happened at once.
I think it's paper terrorism. That's what I think. And what does that mean? That means when you overwhelm the court system with filing after filing after filing, most of which means nothing, some of which the judge told you not to file and you did it anyway. Like, it is intense. But before we get into that, because there is more stuff that has been filed in court, a little bit about my day today. So I have a pet peeve of mine, and that is washing machines. Modern washing machines are a problem. And I don't know if you have the same problem I have, but I have a very expensive GE front-loading, smart censored, automatic, washing kind of machine that will do everything. It washes, it dries, it knows how much soap to put in. But you know what it doesn't? Do you know what it doesn't do? It doesn't use the correct amount of water. Yeah. So nothing gets clean.
Oh, no.
And recently it got an error. I've had it for about 4 years now. It got an error on the screen. It said H2O. problem. And I looked up the error code, and the error code means call service. Because if your water's hooked up, then there's just something wrong with it. And obviously my water's hooked up. But these new washing machines do not get anything clean. Nothing. So what I did today was I had to go to the laundromat. So I went to the gym in the morning and I took my clothes with me. And my gym happens to be in the same strip mall as a laundromat. So that's convenient. I was like, I will go and I will put the clothes in at the laundromat. Then I'll go do my workout and come back and, put it in the dryer, go back to my workout and, call it a day. The clothes got so much cleaner in the industrial washing machines.
That's sad.
Even my son, when I came home, he goes, I gave him his bathrobe. It was clean. And I said, go put this on because you'll feel nice and cozy. He puts it on. He comes up to me and he goes, Mom, why does this smell so good? I'm like, oh, because it's clean.
What is this
Because my
smell
stupid
like clean?
$1,000, whatever the hell it is, doesn't clean clothes.
That's sad, man.
Yeah. So you know what I'm going to do? I've already made up my mind. I'm getting rid of these. I'm not even going to call a repairman because that's the other problem. I live in the country. There are no washing machine repairmen out here. None. I've already gone down this road. They don't, it takes a month for them to get out here, and then you have to pay a certain payment for them to even come. And then by the time, I drained all the filters, everybody. Trust me, my husband did all of that. It didn't matter. But by the time we get somebody out here to fix it, it'll be 2 months, several $100s, and it's not worth it. So I'm getting rid of it. And what I am deciding to replace it with is one of those just totally manual machines. The old kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
mine is not directly that, but it's very close. The smarter they get, just like my refrigerator. I don't want my refrigerator, counting on me pushing like 17 buttons on the front before anything happens. No.
Yeah, I hate that. Well, so what I decided was, because I told my husband, I'm like, you know what? I really don't even mind going to the laundromat. I really don't. I can get all my laundry done in one shot, and I don't mind going there. So he's like, you know what? Maybe we could just get away with one of those like we used to have in an apartment, because we have a limited space. Like with the top loader with the attached dryer on the top. I'm totally going to get one of those just for emergencies, and I'm going to the laundromat every day because I go to the gym every day anyway. I don't even care anymore. I don't even want a washing machine. That's how bad it is.
You've been driven to the insanity, Megan.
Well, look, when your clothes come out smelling clean for the first time in 4 years.
That's actually sad.
My towels have a smell in them that I haven't been able to get out. And it's because, I don't know if it's my water or if it's this washer, but I know it doesn't use enough water. That for sure. And I hate that they have these eco-friendly washers. They don't clean the freaking clothes. So anyway, I'm going to go to the laundromat. I'm not even kidding. And I'm going to buy a little top loader that's completely not smart and has no buttons and just has the dial. That's what I'm getting.
No more washers.
No more washers. Oh, so
in a Megan's home. I'm hearing it now.
I mean, Roz, I've used vinegar. It doesn't work. I've used OxyClean. I've used borax. I've used bleach. None of it gets the weird smell out of my towels. But then I take it to the laundromat today. And my laundry smells amazing. So I'm going to the laundromat, and you know what? It's really peaceful there. It's quiet. It's clean. It smells good. I like it. It's right next to the gym. So I'm at the gym for 2 hours a day anyway. I can do laundry while I'm doing that. So that's what I'm going to do from now on, in case anyone was wondering. By the way, I just got off a stream with Flux, House of Flux. If you are not a member or a subscriber to House of Flux, and that's Flux with 2 X's, make sure you get over there and subscribe to my good friend, House of Flux. We were playing Red Dead Redemption since 5:30. I may or may not have had a few drinks, so you might have to keep me you might have to keep me on track. But we had so much fun. She taught me how to hunt. I killed a deer. What did I get? A coyote, a deer, and a turkey. So she got me some money. I was able to sell stuff and get some money because I was like dying with no money. Flux, there she is. Make sure you get over to Flux's channel. She's in the chat. She is a mod. Click on her name and go subscribe. She is criminally undersubscribed and she's very funny and fun. And she does a lot of chill gaming streams, which are fun. And we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption more often. Did I die? The chat wants to know, did I die at any point? Yes, several times. One time, a player in the game just came out of nowhere and shot me in the head for no reason. Just some random stranger. The second time, we had to do a daily goal, which includes posse infighting. So Flux and I had a hand-to-hand combat to the death thing, and she killed me. And then I shot her. So when I respawned, it was fun. It was for sure fun. Okay. So make sure you get over there and subscribe to Flux because she's awesome. We love her and she needs more subs. And she's a lot of fun she plays a ton of video games. If you want to know, like, she plays zombie games and she plays these weird cult games and they're just a lot of fun. And we are for sure going to be doing more posseing in the Red Dead Redemption. Tug, you'll have to join us sometime because it's really freaking fun.
Yep. I like Red Dead Redemption. It's a fun game.
Oh, it's so fun. She taught me how to shoot. I didn't realize I had to hit L1 to lock onto a target, so my shooting was really bad until
you should probably do the how-tos.
Well, that wasn't in there.
Yeah, you need to play like a single play and then
I did the how-to. There wasn't like a tutorial about how to shoot and stuff. It was like, yeah, here, just push right, the R2, but all that does is shoot. You can't aim
you were just shooting randomly and stuff.
Yes, I was shooting into the sky and like everyone was killing me because I couldn't aim it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun. So make sure you guys go and watch that if you missed it. Watch it on the replay. The Red Dead Redemption stream was really fun. It was a really good time. All right, what are we looking at today? What has opposing counsel done? Defendant's counsel.
This is the newest stuff. This is a weird one today. Like, I know I've said a few times I've never seen this happen in a case, but we are at that again.
I've never seen anything like this. And in fact, I sent it to my sister and I said, have you ever seen anything like this? And she goes, no, but I don't practice in federal court, so I don't really know. But I have seen a lot of federal court filings, and I don't think I've ever seen one that looks like this. So
yeah, no, I don't think I've ever.
I don't have a PDF of this. I only have a picture of it, like a screenshot. So it's a little fuzzy. So please don't say it's fuzzy. I can't see it. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, Megan, it's fuzzy. I can't see it.
I didn't even put it up yet.
Well, it explains why it was fuzzy. I couldn't see it.
All right. So we have here something called Defendant's Conditional in red. By the way, don't do this, lawyers. When you're writing motions, don't use colored markers.
This is the second time. I thought the judge would be like, what the hell? The first time, but he did it once before on another document.
Well, you know who else used colored markers in his filings?
Who's that?
David Gingras. The guy that Bruce says it's defamation to compare him to David Gingras also uses colored fonts in his motions. And we made fun of him for it, and yet BBB continues to do the same sort of things. And yet he says it's defamatory to compare the two when they act exactly the same. Don't put colored fonts in your legal motions, okay? Like, this is not a thing. Don't do it. Defendant's conditional request for order dismissing counterclaims if plaintiff's action is dismissed on 12b1. Okay. The defendants conditionally request an order under FRCP 41A2. Oh, you know what? I need to look that up. What is that? What is that rule? Let's see.
Yes. Also, if people for some reason don't remember, we've had a blitz of filings over the last, I mean, it's wild. Like, there's so many of them. But let me pull up the last filings. If people are like, what are we talking about with the, his 12b1? Let me lock this real quick while you're looking that up.
Okay. 41A2.
So they put in right after they were told, hey, there's an order. We have, it makes me laugh just thinking about this stupid stuff. We have a discovery here. 14 days you need to turn over stuff because you did such a bad job arguing. Well, and, after all this stuff happens, then you can put in motion for summary judgment. You can try to get this dismissed. Well, what do? Right out of the gate, they start filing for dismissals. And if you look, I mean, for real, look at all the damn filings that they have just dropped. I mean, we're talking back to back to back. Only one filing here is from Randy. Everything else is them dropping in things while they're supposed to be coming off of that freaking discovery.
Sticky widget, what do you mean you have to leave? What is so important that you have to go do that you can't be here?
There is nothing more important.
There is nothing more important than this. Nothing.
Your name, basic Sticky Widget. I'm gonna man-skid it. Sticky Widget.
Oh God. So Sticky says, unfortunately, I have to take. Oh shoot! I moved my screen. I have to take off. I know y'all are devastated. I am as well. We'll get you on the replay.
I'm devastated. I
am devastated. How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry, Megan. I think I'm going to have to leave. No, I'm just.
Sticky's not staying. Either are we. We're going.
Sticky.
Look what you did, Sticky. Now we can't.
We've been thrown into disarray.
Thank you so much, whoever it was who just sent me the filing in a PDF. Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at how clear it is.
And upload that sucker to the
I will.
Stuff. Hey, by the way, I want to give love to MaxLab though. MaxLab pops those suckers out fast for me. So, he actually sent it over, and I mean within minutes of that sucker hitting. So
that was you, Squid? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's what we have. The defendants conditionally request an order under FRCP. Oh, and I was looking that up. Hold on. Let's see what that is. So it is a federal rule. Let's
oh my God. That's why I was doing other stuff and you forgot you were looking at it.
I forgot what I was doing. I did look it up, and here it is. Here it is. I did look it up. All right. Voluntary rule number 41 is dismissal of actions. So he's citing A2, voluntary dismissal by the plaintiff without a court order subject to the rules and any applicable federal statute. The plaintiff may dismiss an action without a court order by filing, whatever. And 2, by court order. So this is what he's asking for. He's asking for a dismissal by court order, except as provided in Rule 41A1. An action may be dismissed at the plaintiff's request only by court order on terms that the court considers proper. If a defendant has pleaded a counterclaim before being served with the plaintiff's motion to dismiss, the action may be dismissed over the defendant's objection only if the counterclaim can remain pending for an independent adjudication.
All this connects to their filing 68. Number 68 that just popped off, where they were asking for a motion to dismiss because they're noting 12b1. So that's the filing. It's we have no order on it. at all yet. So they're filing something. Just to put this into perspective here, they're filing something telling the judge, well, when you look at this thing that we file, this is what we want you to actually do. And this document is crazy. Like, it is just whacked out. When we get to
I've
the
never
end of
seen
it,
anything like this, and I
yeah,
haven't read the whole thing, so it'll be fun because it's my
the ending is that is so good. I love it. Page 3 is my favorite. You know, I mean, it is the ending. I was just like, are you kidding me? I don't see, like, if I were a judge, this motion right here would piss me off.
Well, Elfie says BBB is harassing the judge. It does start feeling like that. Like, does he not understand that the judge has other cases to do and a life to live? Like, he's not just sitting there waiting for BBB to file shit for him to read. And every time you file something, it's more work for the judge to do.
He runs the risk of turning the judge heavily against him doing all this stuff. I mean, it very much does. And they haven't cared. You know, he's already, I mean, he's already lied and everything else. So I guess why would he care? It's just, this is a wild one. 3,200 people, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's awesome there. You know, 3,200. Hey, by the way, if you have not subscribed to Megan Fox and she is not shilling her channel, make sure you do. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you tell people we're live. And if you'd like to go further, because Megan has decided to go bohemian, and now she's living in a laundromat or some shit. I don't remember. Send her some quarter money. Those
quarter money.
Yeah, maybe you can shove those breadsticks in there and power that laundromat.
Laundromat money.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, my washer is too smart. I think it's going to become the next Terminator.
You know what? I need a medium smart washer. I don't need a super smart washer. Just medium smart's good enough.
I do not want a smart washer for real. I don't need that in my life. I don't need it because I know it'll break.
It's going to break, and it's all computerized, and there are no people to work on it if you live in the sticks. If you live in a city, maybe you'll get somebody to come work on it, but if you live out where I do, there ain't jack shit for you. So forget it. I don't want it anymore. One
of the most impressive things I've ever seen, my wife had taken our old washer. You know, a piece of it had broken off one of the mounts. So, you know, it was boom, 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 boom. It was awful. So anyway, I come home after working one day and she has this thing jacked up, pulled apart. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I looked it up on YouTube. I'm going to fix it. It's a 57-cent part. And I was like, no way. This is going to work. You're just taking it. Sure enough. Took the damn washer apart, put the damn thing back together again. 57 cents. She had called around and they told her it would be something like $200 and something to fix it. She's like, I can fix it for 57 cents. And she did. She looked it up on YouTube, had no idea how to do it. Bam, fixed it. I was like,
wow, damn, good for her.
Hell yeah, man.
You cannot fix the computerized ones. You have to have the whole, it's like the cars. When you take your car in, you don't know what anything means because you have to have a computer to hook it up to tell you what the light means or whatever.
I think that's the whole point in a lot of our new technology too. You know, it's not just convenience. It's made it where you are relying on those companies forever. You know, you don't know how to fix these parts. Again, I could fix the old one for 57 cents. Now, if something breaks, I'm going to have to either deal with the company, bring somebody in. Those things are expensive as hell if something goes wrong. And yeah,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And by the way, I think I'm going to set a super chat goal tonight, moving forward from the ones that we have. We're at 27, but I'm going to set a 50 super chat goal because I have a very special new video to show you. It's a new song and a new video called The Ecosystem of Hate. And it's really good.
It is very good.
So I will premiere it if we hit that 50 in, let's give it an hour, shall we? All right.
Did you see my new intro one? I stepped up the editing and everything. It was pretty.
Which one was it?
Whatever the last one. It has the hat rack on it and stuff.
Oh, I think so. I think I saw it. It was really good. The last one I saw was great.
Settlements, that's what it was. Volume, settlements. I gotta make one for this. Orders for the judge. Man, I gotta get on this one. Bruce is doing so much stuff so fast I can't keep up.
I know. I thought we were going to go over the last filing that you kind of went over last night, but it's like, oh no, there's another one.
I mean, there's a bunch in there too that we really, like, you and I need to hit, because he's talking about counterclaims here. You know,
right?
If people haven't kept up with this, Bruce has essentially said, "Hey, I'm suing you. It's countersuit. So I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you over 3 items." Which, again, you know, I went over some Sunday, but we will have to go over, because there is a lot more to it than that. Oh God, it's so weird. But then this hit. So
hang on one second.
All right. Yeah, folks, if you've missed it, though, there were 3. So the countersuit filing actually has 3 causes, they're stating. And it's interesting because they've essentially carried over the thumbnail litigation. That's what they're talking about right here. In this, they're saying, well, if you dismiss that, then drop our countersuit too. Their countersuit is shit. Excuse my wording. It's trash. I should have went with. But it is. It's garbage. It is absolute garbage. When I was going through it, it's weak. They've had this long to come up with ideas on how to place their a countersuit to make any kind of argument, at least a decent argument. Again, you know, they lie enough, so you'd figure they would throw a lie in there or something, but they do lie. But a lot of it is contingent on the thumbnail litigation. It's very strange.
Very strange. Sorry about that. I had a hangry raid. He wanted to know why his sisters get to stay up later than him.
Somebody was asking too. They wrote and they were asking why Randy. So he put in his only item in this is number 71, the filing that came before this, and he demanded a jury trial. You know, somebody's like, isn't that already settled? Actually, you mentioned this too, but somebody wrote earlier and was asking about it. I think that's a response to the counterclaim.
They asked for a bench trial in the counterclaim because they know she will not play well in front of a jury. And so far, she's playing pretty okay in front of the judge because he hasn't met her yet.
Well, that's the thing. You know, on paper, if you call her indigent and all of this, like
poor, disabled, elderly, all of the judge is like, oh, geez, this is terrible. Indigent.
Man. If they can roll out some video with her like speaking in it, that's all you need.
Wait till the judge gets a load of her in person. It'll be much different. I don't think a bench trial would help her either, but a jury trial for sure will not help her. She will not play well with a jury.
Yeah.
And at least her counsel seems to be aware of that because, you know, they're asking for a bench trial, which makes sense now. All right, so here we go. So the defendants are conditionally requesting an order dismissing their counterclaims without prejudice. You know, this is what he wants because he wants to be able to refile this counterclaim. He wants to file it as a standalone suit and add all of us. He wants to add the YouTubers. He doesn't want this in federal court right now. He wants to be able to file against all of us. And I guarantee you from what he said already about Randy, he's planning on suing Randy too.
Oh, he is. You know, his stuff, it's insane because when he describes Randy, I mean, he's describing himself in filings. That's the wild thing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts, but that's what he wants. He wants this dropped, but notice he says without prejudice. There's no way, by the way, that I would ever settle for anything like this unless it was with prejudice, which means you can't refile this shit. Why on earth would Jeremy Hales agree to drop all of this if he could just turn around and refile it?
Well, that's why he's right here. He's saying, hey, judge, if you make this decision for the 12B1 motion, then we want to wait till you get to the end of this. I mean, it is gold.
So he's saying he wants the defendants conditionally request an order under dismissing their counterclaims without prejudice in the event the court grants the defendant's currently pending motion to dismiss the plaintiff's lawsuit under 12b1. So if the court grants him his 12b1 motion to dismiss, he wants the counterclaims dropped without prejudice. But if the court denies the 12b1 motion, this request is nullity or nullified. Nullity is not the right version of that word. It should be nullified.
It's melody and null.
Nullity. This request is nullity. I think he means nullified. I don't know. This conditional request is filed prospectively, so the court can know in advance that should it grant dismissal.
No, well, in the law term, I think it's used correctly.
Nullity.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that.
It seems like the wrong tense.
Yeah,
it seems like the wrong tense.
I think word-wise, though, law-wise, I think it's legally void. I think is what that means.
Yeah, but so does nullify. Like, I don't know why you would use nullity. It seems like the wrong tense. This conditional request is filed prospectively, so the court can know in advance that should it grant dismissal of the plaintiff's action, it may concomitantly dismiss the counterclaims under Rule 41A2. By the way, Bruce did not write this.
No way.
For one, nullity is not a word he would use. Either is concomitantly. These are not words he's ever used before. He didn't write this, period. Like, this does not sound like him at all.
The problem is, prove it.
I know. You can't prove it. Yeah. Right.
Well, you get caught. He gets caught, dude. That's why I say I can say it doesn't sound like him. I cannot 100% say with certainty that he did not write this, but I will say this definitely does not sound like him.
It doesn't sound like him.
Not at all. And
I think he should prove it. I think he should prove it to us that he did write it. Prove it to me that you did write this. Like, just because your name's on it doesn't mean you wrote it. It's just, this does not sound like anything we've read from him before.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Currently pending, document 67 is a FRCP 12b1 motion to dismiss the plaintiff's action on the grounds that, one, the plaintiff invoked federal jurisdiction in bad faith and on flimsy basis by falsely labeling innocuous statements extortion in his complaint so that treble damages and attorney's fees would be considered as part of the minimum amount in controversy. And two, plaintiff interposed a false affidavit alleging non-existent online posts calling me a child predator that were not alleged in the complaint, specifically to influence the court's exercise of jurisdiction in response to 12b1 motion. The defendant's counterclaims were interposed with their answers because it was and is unknown whether the court will grant the pending 12b1 motion. If the 12b1 motion is denied and no counterclaims had been pled, it would prejudice the defendant's ability to add the counterclaims thereafter, given the scheduling order and the plaintiff's strategy to exploit every possible issue and proceeding for YouTube content. And then we have a footnote. Since filing this litigation, the plaintiff has broadcast dozens of YouTube videos promoted as federal court updates, and these videos garner approximately 50% higher views than those involving routine storage unit content.
The judge has already said he can talk about.
He has.
Yes. So, I mean, this kind of stuff is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Right. And, as he has admitted publicly and acknowledged in his December 19th deposition, to inflict financial hardship on his litigation opponents. I could care less if I win in court. If I win in a court situation, my goal is to make sure you have no money. That is the goal of the lawsuit. The defendant's count 1 counterclaim was included also because the plaintiff has filed a lengthy opposition to the defendant's motion for an extension of time to disclose a purely rebuttal expert, and it was and is unknown if the court will grant that motion. Well, you know what, BBB? If you keep papering the court with all this shit, it's going to take more time to find out.
The judge will be like, screw this. And, he's more likely to start saying, yeah, okay, this isn't going to go your way. So,
Yeah.
I mean, have at it. But,
No.
again, I wouldn't say some of this stuff right there. But you know what? BBB thinks he's the smartest person in any room. He thinks that he can't get anything wrong. And he can't look back and be like, wait a minute, I've been wrong about quite a few things. He's like I said, he said this case would be done already. Never get to discovery. In fact, this looks like a fucking freak out because of discovery. This looks like them throwing anything at the wall, hoping to God they can quash this in 14 days.
Yep. That is what he is trying to do. And it's gross.
It's desperate.
It's gross. And I don't think that the judge is going to appreciate it. Do you?
I would hope not. Again, I think this judge has given way too much leeway already, though. So we'll have to see. I would think like some of the stuff the guy's already lied. The guy's already done just ridiculous stuff. Again, from technical items like square bullet points and red in filings to just, again, flagrant lies and bullshit. He's been caught doing things that he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about with Gainesville to Gainesville. I mean, good God, man. That's amazing. This case is so wild.
It is wild. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The defendants filed this conditional request in good faith and candor because they preferred and prefer not to prosecute counterclaims in the present action, but to file them in a separate action involving all of the defendants and defendant Preston's young child's causes of action against the plaintiff for using his YouTube platform to destroy their lives for entertainment and profit.
So right here, this is a monumental fuck up by Bruce, because in the last two filings, they have given Jeremy cause to bring up everything with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
All of everything that's been out there, the letters from LP herself, or messages rather, from LP to Shara, which counsel that's writing this out, or quote unquote writing this out, or at least his name's on this, if nothing else, he has verified that those messages are real. So he 100% knows about what's going on. And as Shara said, he was just like, she'll get over it.
This is so crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, it's just a monumental.
but he's also admitting that he wants to drag Jeremy Hales and other people through court in a different filing. He just wants to get out of federal court so that he can refile against all of us.
Yep.
And he's saying it right there.
Oh yeah,
This is going to go on for the next 5 years, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's going to go on forever, like it is. But you know what? It doesn't matter how much you have or haven't covered. It doesn't matter. Look at DUI guy. Like I said, him. You look at what he did with DUI guy. DUI guy had been out of the mix for a quarter of a year. He was off paying attention to other things. In fact, if they would have left him totally alone, just gone on with business, then there'd been no muss, no fuss. But instead, it's going to be fascinating. Again, when Bruce sues, I'm definitely going to countersue the fuck out of Bruce. I will. He comes after me, I'm making sure I sue him specifically because he is the person behind all of this. Yes.
And it all began because he is angry and upset that we wouldn't let him on these programs.
He can't. Yep.
Because we told him no. He's very much like his client. The minute you tell them no, all bets are off and their behavior deteriorates.
Isn't it? It's wild. They act like, I would say they act like children throwing tantrums, but it's much worse than that. Much, much worse. At least a child stops throwing their tantrum after a little while. This tantrum has been going on.
The tantrum is ongoing.
It's also a moneymaker for these people. If you look at 2Ls, so again,
they've never made this kind of money before.
What is that site? It's not Streamyard, but it's the other site that it tracks a lot of super chat activities. And it lists around 15,000 Playboard, maybe. It lists around $15,000 in super chats, not counting not counting anything.
Yeah, they've never made that kind of money before.
Yeah.
This is they're all making more money than they ever have on any grift they've ever done.
Yeah, so they won't want to keep it. So when you're like, oh, you know, why would they ever want to drop it? I mean, they're copywriting stupid fucking
oh
stuff.
my god, the polymops.
Yes.
Polyamalopolis.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love how
we'll get to that.
Yes, yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right. So if the court grants the pending 12b1 motion, thus dismissing the plaintiff's remaining claims, the defendants would ask for an order as contemplated in Rule 41A2, footnote 2. It says the defendants cannot dismiss count 2 counterclaim under 41A1A because to do so would operate as an adjudication on the merits, since the claim under Florida statute was previously filed in state court and voluntarily withdrawn under the rule to be pursued in federal court. Requesting dismissal under 41A2 is necessary because the plaintiff's counsel did not respond to a request to stipulate, should the 12b1 motion be granted on the plaintiff's action, to dismissal of the counterclaims without prejudice under Rule 41A1A. Well, wait a minute. When he sent that the request for a settlement, it didn't say anything about the 12b1 motion being granted or not.
No.
It was just, this is a settlement offer.
Not just that, okay, counterclaim too. This is a fascinating footnote when you think about it, because count 2 of the counterclaim is about the thumbnail litigation. It's a section, whatever, .08, 40 something .0. I can't think of it right off the bat, but you know what I'm talking about. It's the statute that the whole thing's based on.
Right.
He's telling you because they can't dismiss counterclaim 2 because to do so would operate as an adjudication on the merits, since the claim under Florida statute 540, it's 54008, my bad, was previously filed in state court and voluntarily withdrawn to be pursued in federal court. First of all, they're admitting that the delay that they did, this is an admission in their footnote that they delayed so they could file it in a federal court system. They didn't delay because of sickness. They lied to the court about that.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes, it's 100% a fucking admission of a lie. They postponed that, not on the reason that they stated. And I hope Randy catches that, because again, this is an admission. And they're telling you here that if they dismiss this, essentially it's going to cause them problems in state court. That's why they can't go ahead and drop it all off. They filed it and they filed it. That's why they were so much in a rush to put that on paper, just to make sure that they got something on paper so they can claim, hey, you can't sanction us right now because we're arguing this, but we're arguing it on a federal level. So you can see, I mean, they have admitted right here. That is an epic fuck up.
Yeah, because I don't think they made that argument in the thumbnail case that they were dropping it so that they could refile in federal court.
No, they did not. Instead, they were supposed to, they had one item that was still open. There was one action, and that was sanctions. And the sanctions, the way they delayed it, the only thing that they've talked about, they wanted to drop it off, or they wanted to delay it because health. That is the only reason that they stated. So, I mean, this is just outing a huge lie by them. I kind of love it because, again, Randy, I'm sure can word that much better than what I'm stating here. But I think it's very clear when you read that they've admitted to doing something that, again, because they just filed, what was the date on the, give me a second. February the 5th was supposed to be the hearing that they had, that they delayed, and their motion. Give me 1 minute. I'm looking up the timetable. I want to see when this counterclaim thing went in. I think it was the 8th. Yeah, I believe it was the 8th. Give me a second. It's taking me a fucking minute. Just slow. Oh, there's so many filings, man. Every time I look at it. Okay, yeah, it was filed on the 8th. So they delayed past that date because it was supposed to happen on the 5th. They delayed, and 3 days after that time, they whipped up counterclaims. They slapped it out there. And if you read through it, it seems very hurried. There you go on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's wild, isn't it?
It's wild. This is so wild. It's so crazy.
Oh, I love this case.
All right, so the defendants would ask for an order as contemplated in Rule 41, which provides that an action may be dismissed at the plaintiff's request only by court order on terms that the court considers proper. The defendants propose the following.
This part right here. Okay, scroll back up for 1 second. So look what they're telling you. Now, if you read the next part under order, you would think a judge wrote that. It's because they're telling the judge
what to write. Well, lawyers do that. I mean, that is true that like a lot of times you'll hear a judge say, write up the order to whichever counsel is the one proposing the order. And so then that counsel will write it and the judge will sign it if the judge likes it. But so that's usual.
Yeah, but beforehand, they're like, hey, we filed this thing over here, and there was actually another filing too. If you decide to go against them in their filing, and you decide to go with our filing, then we want you to write out this specific order. This is how we want you to write it. It's so wild.
Yep. In light of A, dismissal of the plaintiff's action founded on diversity jurisdiction, and B, the prejudice to the plaintiff of being required to pursue counterclaims in this action despite having not intended to do so unless the plaintiff's claims were not dismissed, the court hereby orders that the defendant's counterclaims are dismissed without prejudice under the rule. Yep.
Yeah, that's the filing there. So, and I mean, again,
this case is not getting dismissed. Period. The judge has already told him this.
He told him 14 days. Yeah, he told him you can refile after discovery. We have already pulled that one up. He told him straight up, you can refile after discovery. And he told him also 14 days, you got to come off of the 3 items that you were holding out.
Yeah. Okay. Some people in the chat are asking about the counterclaims. Do you want to pull up that one? Because maybe some people have not heard this yet.
Yeah. I mean, and
let's go over the counterclaims.
I'll pull up. So you have, give me 1 minute. You have a few things that are listed in here. You have answers to the federal case, which the way they did it is so weird, but there's so much that's weird in this anyway.
While you're pulling it up, I'll pull up a couple of super chats. Jay, well, let's see. No, that's right in the middle. What am I doing? Cunning Linguist, thanks for the 2 square bullet points just for you, Megan. By the way, Tug, yeah, I heard you last night telling them to send me square bullet points today. I heard that. What? Yeah, I was there. Also, I would like you to go into the private chat, and I would like you to say that word. Say it out loud.
Actually, I've done very well saying.
I know you have. You've been lying about it. Say it.
5 times.
Say it.
Like, what word? What word again?
Say it. Say it right now.
Concussionary?
No. I'm never saying it for you again. I'm just letting you know.
I loved it. I was like, yeah. Well, the first 5 times for real. I just kept bunkling, and I was like,
you said it like 10 times last night perfectly, and I'm like, oh, that liar. He has been lying to me.
You talk about, see, that's what I love. I love those long freaking jokes, and then finally they pay off like months later.
You didn't think I was in the chat. You didn't know I hadn't even made a comment yet, and I heard you say that, and I was like, oh, damn it. You have been
which one did you like worse? Let's see, or which was your least favorite that or square bullet points.
It was a tie.
Square bullet points in the
like,
chat.
That bastard. He's like, no, don't forget. She wants to see more square bullet
She
points
loves them.
tomorrow.
She loves them. Secretly, she loves them. She does. She secretly loves them. She collects them. They're like Pokemon cards to her.
I have square bullet points all over the house.
Yep. She's like, square bullet points. Gotta catch them all.
Like Pokemon Go.
Yeah. She actually majored and minored, and I didn't know you could. Square bullet point, but she did.
Oh, Fallen Hero 4567, thanks for the $3 super sticker. And Elephant, thanks for the 2 front loaders. Suck. Change my mind. I won't, because they do.
No, I don't like front loaders either.
Yep. Yeah. NY half-ass prepper, thanks for the 2. Speed Queen washer and dryers are the best. Well, I just looked those up and they're way out of my price range, so that will not be happening. Barnyard Sally, thanks for the $4.99. Get a basic Speed Queen washing machine. You'll never have to replace it. All the laundromats use them. Well, but they're like $2,000 though. There's nothing basic about that. That's too much money.
Oh my God,
I'm just gonna go to the laundromat for real. For real. I'm just gonna go to the laundromat. You know what? It's good exercise. I need to move around more anyway. Like
check this out though.
It's gonna be fine.
You know, Big Lots is going out of business, right?
So, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Big Lots is closing down a bunch of stores. And, you know, all these stores are like, oh, we're having a sale. You know, usually you're like, oh, are they really? Yeah, I know Big Lots is going out. So I've never seen this happen. I went in yesterday just to see, you know, what they still had. And the buggies had price stickers on them.
The what did?
The buggies. The buggy you push around, they have freaking stickers on them for sale. They're like,
no way.
Yeah, I've never been solicited to buy a buggy.
Yeah, they're like so weird.
$35. Plus, you get your 30% off because they're going out of business. I was like, wow,
so bizarre. Who would want that?
Not like just that. I mean, let's be honest. Like when he goes out of business, if I wanted one, I'll just go out to the parking lot.
Take it.
Yeah. I mean, shit. They'll be after they're gone. I'm sure there'll be plenty like rolling around out here.
Cheryl, thank you for the Cash App for the laundromat money, the 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. No, so Kevin sent me an email to tell me about the smell in the washing machine. You said it's the trap. It's not. We've already cleaned it out. It's not that. I mean, we have done it all.
And the water, man. It's water just be bad. Is your water really bad?
No, my water's actually really good. I mean, I'm on well water, but we drink it. It goes through a filter, but it's delicious. It's not. It doesn't taste like well water at all. So I don't know what the problem is, but I'm not willing to invest thousands more dollars in this. I'm just not. I'm just going to go to the laundromat because guess what? They have a bunch of machines over there that are absolutely perfect that I don't have to take care of, and they clean the clothes. They clean it excellently. So that's...
Boom. That's what you need to do. We need to have a new video from Megan blowing up your washing machine.
Janice, thank you for the 10 on Cash App for laundry money. Get baskets with handles and wheels. I was thinking about that. I really like the laundromat. Like I'm not being silly. I really do. I like it there. It's calming. It's peaceful. It's quick. You know, it doesn't take long. It's way quicker than doing laundry at my house because you can put all your laundry in at the same time and get it done in one shot.
I pulled that up, by the way. So when you...
What'd you pull up?
I've got the counter claims.
All right. Jesse says, thanks for the 10. Ex-appliance worker here. Get a Speed Queen. Stay with the basics. Stay away from bells and whistles. GE Appliance Division got bought by Hire, Chinese company. Don't even get me started on LG or Samsung. Okay, but Lowe's does not carry Speed Queen. And the only Speed Queens that I have seen are really expensive. Like, where are you finding these affordable Speed Queens, you guys? Because I'm not seeing them. So if any of you have here's the problem. I have very limited space. So the stackable is the only way I can have a washer and dryer in my house. So I need to have the top loader and attached dryer set up. or I have to get front loaders for both, and that's not acceptable. So the only one that I can find like that is a GE, but it's a basic one. It's not like one of these smart ones. There's no buttons. It's all dials. It's basic. And that's what I was thinking about getting. So you didn't pull it up though, Tug. It's not on the screen.
I know. I didn't want it setting up there.
Oh, okay. AFK Garage, thanks for the 5. # medium smart washer. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Megan, get a Speed Queen. You're all saying Speed Queen. It's so funny. We have 3 at the wildlife rehab facility where I'm a rehabber and volunteer. It gets all of our poopy laundry clean. Dan Davis, thanks for the 5. She needs to teach you to stop running into poles and trees. Yes, Flux. Yes, she does. I did run, and I killed my horse. I got him run over by a train. That was
what fixed that on your game? Probably a Speed Queen.
Justin too, thanks to the 2 X Appliance Repair Tech. Gotcha. Wendy Seeley, thanks to the 2 for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Slug said, ew, ScamYard. I have to use StreamYard tonight. I can't deal with the problems right now in Streamlab. It's just going to be a slow process as I switch over. I'm not willing to do a big stream yet on Streamlab until I know that I have it working. So yeah, not interested in testing that out tonight with 3,700 people here, Slug. But thank you for your opinion. Night Owl, thanks for the 5. You need to try Phasmophobia. It's a ghost hunting game. I bought it. I have it. I haven't played it yet, but it's going to be hilarious because I hate being scared. So it'll just be me screaming the entire time. Ellie Fan, thanks for the 2. Yes, but are there hearts above his eyes? I don't know, but there's red font, so we might get to some hearts. Sticky Widget. We already read that one. Had to take off, but he's on the replay. Rickles64, thanks for being a member for a month. The PDF is in your email. Thank you so much for sending it. I appreciate that. Shooting Star, thanks to the Canadian 5. Let Tug know I sent him an email of a page with a tax on all of you. Oh, well, who cares? But thank you. He will check his email. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. But thank you for sending it in case something is,
I think it's
important.
No, I know important. It's from Chubbs, paint chips.
Oh, it's from Chubbs. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Just as I'd like to encourage all of you to not read the ecosystem of hate's so-called articles. For one, they're published to absolutely nobody on Substack, not through an actual publication. They don't have an editor. There's no one vetting or checking anything. And anything you read about me there, I'm sure you already know is a lie. So why read it? Why give them the click? Dan Davis, thanks for the 5. We all watched Megan try to drive a truck, and now she thinks she can ride a horse.
I think it's worse than that. I think the last one when people sent was connected to a website as well. You realize that any website that you sign in could be tracking anything you do. They want to find out where you live and things like that. You're going in and clicking on, like with Substack, they could theoretically do that, but you have to click something. They'd have to have something that you go on. But on a website that they control, all bets are off.
Yeah, I wouldn't click on any links coming from them because there's going to be trackers and all kinds of stuff on that. Jay Water Road Les Wolf, thanks to the 5. Evening Tug and Fox, first live in 2 months. I blame Jeremy for that. Well, that's the proper response. That is the proper response. We'll go down 3 more. Red Gardner, member for 5 months. Hello, Megan and Tug. Well, hello, Red Gardner. The Zohan, thanks to the 2. It's okay, guys. Zohan is staying. No widget, no problem. Gotcha. And Max Lab, thanks to the 2. Tug, tell Megan about Polymop. Oh, I know all about Polymop.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other night. We were talking about polymops.
Polymops. You get those checked out when you go to the prostate guy, right?
I think that's what happens when you have a mop that is also attracted to Swiffers.
Polyamory for your mops.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, you can go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah, you didn't know about that. I know you learn all kinds of new and interesting things when you do it.
Oh, I also learned that there's a new spelling for perjury.
Oh yeah. No, it's per Gary. That's what it is. It's per Gary. I have that actually.
Per
Yeah,
Gurry.
I've got that right here. It's beautiful. And apparently, they wrote that up too. Let me pull that first before we lock the other one.
This is the funniest thing I've ever
Oh my
seen.
God. Yeah, and their chat is like chanting it too. Per Gary. Per Gary.
Per Gurry. Per Gurry.
But then the whole chat is like chanting it away, and then they're all in the aftermath after they looked all stupid. Somebody's like, "Did you do that on purpose?" And some people are like, "Oh yeah, of course I did." And it's like, "No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Morons."
Well, how do you not just do a basic spell check on the word perjury?
How do you mess up? It's perjury. It's an easy one.
Jury. Yeah.
Yes.
Like a jury.
Jury. Exactly. It's a very simple one to pull up, and oh my God, that one was funny though. All right, here we go.
Locals has memed me at the laundromat, which is funny. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if I can pull this up. It's a fox at the laundromat. Yes, enjoying and smelling the clean clothes for once.
It doesn't smell like butt.
I am so sick of my laundry problems. Okay, so here's the ridiculous counterclaims that he has brought, and I would assume that these will be the counterclaim or the claims that he thinks he's going to bring against a bunch of us.
Yeah. He's got 3 claims. He's got the intentional infliction of emotional distress. This would be the plaintiff, and you want me to read or?
Go ahead.
Okay. The plaintiff and counsel conspire. Look at this, by the way. He's saying Randy. So let's put this in. Let's read it a different way. Let's see. Jeremy Hales and Randy, the lawyer, conspired to form a contrived basis for filing litigation against the defendants, not to pursue meritorious legal claims, but to generate ongoing litigation related YouTube content via polyflop.
Polyflop.
Yeah, the polyflop. The purposeful protraction of litigation and multiplication of proceeds. Hey, should I talk about polyflop real quick? You know what we were discussing before, which is kind of fascinating since their claim. Actually, I'll wait until the counterclaims are over. Then we'll note that wonderful thing, a screenshotting and everything.
Okay.
Which is the purposeful protraction of litigation and multiplication of proceedings. Again, I put in it bothers me so bad. All the stupid ofs and ands. Why would you add that in there? Oh, they were just so desperate.
I don't know, but when you put that in a legal filing and you use the acronym, that doesn't make it a thing. And it's going to just piss off the judge who's going to be like, what?
Well, it also ruins the idea that they're not doing this for money because they have trademarked that. And now they are trying to force it into being a thing. They are monetizing it. And they have tried to turn it into, again, we'll come back to that subject because that's going to be a fascinating little
And they're selling T-shirts with this dumbass acronym on it. It's crazy. I wonder if anybody's bought them.
I don't know. But, I mean, just the idea that they have it out there for sale is a problem. Which, as like I said, it'll be an issue in just a minute. I'm taking pictures. I'm downloading these images so I can talk about it in a minute afterwards. I'm making sure I remember to do that. So the plaintiff would benefit financially from ongoing, this is their conspiracy, okay? The plaintiff would benefit financially from ongoing litigation, generating fresh, compelling YouTube content, with the aim being to create as many issues and proceedings along the way as possible. What? He's filed a protective order, and he filed the main case so far. They've actually filed more cases than he has. I mean, if you think about it, he's 2 up, they're 3. So
that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, and they run shows on it all night long. The plaintiff's counsel, Randy the lawyer, again, would benefit financially from a regular stream of legal funds, funded in large part by donations from viewers of the plaintiffs, that's Jeremy's YouTube content focusing on this litigation, with donations coming in the form of cash mailed to the plaintiff, donations directly to his
Are
counsel.
they talking about the cash in the envelopes that like people send $3 at a time?
Yeah. And by the way, appreciate people that've done that. I've had a couple of people send me some cash there. It's cool, man. It reminds me of I don't know.
Getting cards from
reminds me of-
grandma. Yeah.
yeah, when I used to, our relatives, when they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, here you go, here's
Yeah.
your little money." Yeah, I always love that, man. That's so nice. But
I doubt very much that Jeremy's fans have given him anywhere near $200,000 that he has spent on legal fees.
here's 200 G's up in your
Like he's getting $3 at a time, I mean, it's not like, which is great. I mean, $3 is $3. It adds up. But I mean, I just doubt it comes anywhere close to paying for his legal fees.
Oh, you mean you don't think he's gotten $250,000 mailed
No,
to him?
I do not. I do not
Ugh.
think that he's gotten $250,000 mailed to him in envelopes. No, I do not.
Donations direct to his counsel, again, Randy.
What does that
via
mean?
his-
Donations directly to his counsel? Oh, does he have like a legal?
I haven't even.
fund?
I don't
even
even
know.
He has a legal fund, or he
I
had to go
don't
fund me.
even
I don't know
know.
who the payout. I don't. Does that go to Randy?
I have no idea. I've never
I would have
seen
to
it.
clarify that.
I've never seen it.
I don't
And how
know.
does
How would he know? Anyway, and other methods of donation. With the legal fees being paid by donors, there would be no limit on counsel's expenditure of billable time. So again, Randy, look at this conspiracy. Again, we know that Bruce built an anti-Hales ecosystem. So when this is called out, just like anything else, they have to try to flip the script and be like, no. Randy, look at him. He's the villain, not the guy that has been out there trying to mastermind a plot to destroy. Oh, no, not that guy. But there would be no limit on Randy, the lawyer, again, expenditure of billable time, so that he had financial incentive to protract the legal. Look, they did it again. There's polymops again.
Oh, jeez.
To protract the litigation and multiply the proceedings. Thereby, isn't he doing that though? Okay, protraction of litigation.
Yes.
Didn't he do that? Didn't he just do that and admit to it, by the way?
Yes, he did.
And didn't he just say that he wants to be able to drop stuff so he can sue again? He wants to multiply the proceedings.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
Oh, what a clown, man. Thereby fulfilling the purpose of the plaintiff in bringing a lawsuit, generating ongoing fresh litigation-related YouTube content for the plaintiff's storylines. The plaintiff's interest in contriving storylines for content is symbiotic with his lawyer's interest in maximizing billable time without regard for the consumption of court time and resources. This guy just papered this fucking case. He brags about 5 months in delays, delayed another case.
Did you see my thumbnail by any chance?
No, I didn't look at the thumbnail.
Oh, you didn't see the thumbnail for today?
No.
Oh, well, let me show you something here.
Okay.
Look at this. It's a paper bomb on the court by the wizard, the Grand Warlock himself.
It's Voldemort. Oh no.
Voldemort. That couldn't help it. I was just like, this is just crazy. We're reaching levels that should just not.
I'm telling you, this is like a fucking clown. I cannot look away. This
It's a
guy,
clown
like,
show.
and, you know, he's like, I'll see you. You keep talking about. How can I not talk about it? It is the biggest
I
fucking train wreck
know.
I've ever seen. This is nuts.
And it's happening in a public federal court. So it's like, what how?
And they
who are you to
broadcast
tell
every
me-
night.
And who are you to tell me not to talk about it?
Well, they broadcast all the time about it. They have a PR team that's out there talking all the time. Wait, I can't respond to the PR team. Really? That's weird.
Really?
The lawyer
so
sits
weird.
on there like that. I've never seen somebody put so many hours into trying to push PR on something. Brings in again two jerk offs that again write articles out there trying to get that going. I mean, it's like,
Speaking of those jerk offs, you guys are really going to want to see the video, The Ecosystem of Hate. So, let's hit that goal. We're at
What was the
32.
goal, by the way?
It's
What was
50.
the
We're at 32 out of 50. So it's steadily climbing, but you guys are not going to want to miss it because the video might be the best one I've done yet. I mean, Tug has seen it. You know.
It was very well. It was good. It was very good. I liked it.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss it.
Check this out, though. The device the plaintiffs contrived for the basis of the federal lawsuit and accompanying YouTube storylines were defamatory roadside signs, falsely alleged by him in 28 of the complaints having been created by the defendants. Again, we haven't even gotten to that point yet. You know, we've already talked about it a little bit, but he's already wanted to counterclaim off that. Oh, good luck. Good luck with that. Plaintiff framed the defendants so he could accuse them of being responsible for the signs as the basis.
Oh, that's interesting. Just do they have anything besides a disgraced expert report to prove that?
Actually, what makes it even better is remember they weren't willing to address the signs as anything beyond some kind of a contrivance, you know, like, oh, Jeremy wrote on paper to call them signs, to even go out there. Like for me, I'd be like, you know, the alleged postings or something. I wouldn't even call them signs, because to call them signs is saying they were out there, they were staked. But remember their whole thing that it'll cause them problems too. They tried to go with was Jeremy actually wrote the sign.
It's so crazy. It's so
it moves
nuts.
all the times. This idea that they've tried to generate, it's fluid in the moment. One thing that you can tell, and the difference between them and the difference between Jeremy. Okay, in this filing right here, we have there are statements like her being a viewer of the Hales. Let me show you this real fast. Let me mark my spot. We're on 7. Okay, I'll come right back to this, but I want to show you something. Okay, so they have the admits and denials. All right, now this blew my mind when I saw this, you know, because these people, both of them have viewed the Hales. I mean, both of them have, you know, we know that. So them denying that they're even, and we're talking a viewer of the Hales. So as far as John Cook is, he denies being a viewer of Hale's social media. A viewer. You think about that, not a fan. A viewer. What they're denying, this is the statement here.
Does he mean social media other than YouTube, or does he mean
no, it says a viewer of Hale's social media platforms, plural. So any of it, any of the social media platforms. So that would be YouTube, that would be Twitter, and we know he watches the platform. I mean, you know, he was setting up in one of the conversations with Shara, he was saying, I'm going to create a fake account and I'm going to go out there and try to ruin it. Well, you know, he's keeping up with what's going on. He's also responded to certain things that have been up. So him denying even being a viewer, this is the way it's listed. Let me pull up the statement itself. I've got it over here. I'm back to back. So this is what it says. 7, since October 2021 to date, Cook resides on the same property as Preston, and as such is a Florida resident in Levy County, Florida, who is also a viewer of Hale's social media platforms since at least 2020. Now, he's saying he doesn't state on this that any date whatsoever. He says, period, I am not a viewer of. Like, that tells you how badly, they admit to everything except they deny being a viewer of Hale's social media platforms. What? You've never.
That doesn't make any sense. They have to have watched him. And if you don't watch him, then how do you have emotional damage?
Well, not
right?
just that.
Isn't the counterclaim saying that we have emotional damage to them?
Cook responding to things that are supposed to be going on there? And it's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous idea. Again, it's not a question of, are you a fan? That's not what's stated there. It's a viewer. Like, to me, that is wild. Just to deny.
There were other
out
contradictions in here, though, too, right? Like I was never served a cease and desist. Admits to being served a cease and desist.
Yeah.
She said that about Jeremy's cease and desist, and she also said it about Connie Bruni's cease and desist. And Connie, I believe, told me she sent it certified mail. That's signature required.
They actually, wait a minute. Give me a second. Let me check something on the federal thing. I think I see a.
All right, here, I'll read some more super chats while you're doing that. Did you find it?
Yeah. Actually, I was reading this. I wanted to see what say. You got to look at both filings. You got to look at the Preston filing, and you've got to look at the Cook filing. Because
right.
So number 6 brings up her. Whoops. Wrong one. Give me a second. I was trying to get the federal one. I'm playing freaking Jenga with these things, basically. Number 6 talks about her being a viewer of Hales, right? And she denies. She says admits, except denies being a viewer of Hale's social media platform. She admitted that she has been a viewer, that she has watched his videos. She talked about that. She said that she wasn't a fan, but she admitted being a viewer. That was one of the things that came up in her deposition, that video. So her response, she also denies, again, being a viewer.
That's obviously not true. She has said in her deposition she's a fan. She was a fan.
There's so many.
She says, well, not anymore. Okay, well, that's understandable. Now that you're in a fight with him, you're not a fan anymore. But you can't then say, I've never looked at I don't watch his social media. Like, come on.
I think the worst thing that they try to pull in here is related to, well, I won't say the worst. They pull a lot of nasty stuff. They are trying to play around, even in this filing, with the TRO. Okay, so there's a statement in here talking about the TRO that's 32. Let me see. Give me a second. So in 32, it states, Hales reported all of the above events while in Ohio. In September 2023, an Ohio court issued a 2-year renewable restraining order / injunction against Preston and Cook for stalking Hales and his fiance. So their answer to this, they admit that the plaintiff procured a TRO from Ohio, where he was represented by counsel and where the defendant was appearing via remote conference pro se, based on allegations of matter occurring in Florida, and despite the defendant's never having
false.
This is bullshit. Period. Though them pulling this shit, they lost. They have a restraining order injunction against them.
They said they were going to put a tracker on his truck so they could find Hale's headquarters and send their jail friends to do some work for them. 2, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to get him to run him out of town. 3, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to get him to run him out of town. 4, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to get him to run him out of town. 5, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to get him to run him out of town. 6, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to get him to run him out of town. 7, they contacted the mayor of Jeremy's town, Mayor Dan, and they not only called on the phone, Lynette Preston called him, she also sent a letter trying to Nonsense. They did things in Ohio, which is why he was able to bring them into Ohio.
They're also trying a new narrative with the whole Pew Pew thing anyway, which is fascinating to me. There's a transcript that people have been showing. This is from the 2L show. It says, quote, I'm just going to read through it. It says, Thursday Bruce said something like that. So he just answered it along with the counterclaims. Oh, well, in this particular instance with John and the Pew Pew, okay. He walked out with the Pew Pew in his hand, was trying to put it in his pocket, but his pocket had a hole in it. You remember that the hole in the pocket. Yeah. So I was just reminded that, and his knee gave out. So he his arm went in the air, but it was not pointed at Jeremy. And here's the thing. If you know someone has Pew Pews and they're on their own property, why on earth would you go buy them in the first place, trying to cause problems, yelling and screaming? What? So they're trying to rewrite everything that has to do with all of it. And it's wild because, they were advertising on their show. I don't know if Cook actually went on their show yesterday or not.
I was looking for Pamela's very good.
Yeah, I haven't had I watched, so you don't have to.
Yes, I was looking for the recap, but I didn't see a new one.
There is one. I just haven't had time to look at it yet.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah.
It was. Again. I was going to say, Pamela, you're falling down on the job.
No, she did good.
I'm just teasing, but I do count on you every day.
But with that, I mean, for them to try to rewrite the protective order, and them to go out here, they're not just pulling a bunch of BS in the courtroom, trying to, again, explain it away, which they tried also in the depot. When you think about it, I got stuck on this idea. Like I said, I've had a protective order before, and I was thinking about all the times they violate. But you think about having Bruce sitting across from him.
Oh, wait, hang on 1 second. Guys, you only have 3 minutes left to get 5 super chats in. 3 minutes.
Oh, it's got
5 super chats. Can you do it? There's only 5 more. Just send $1.99. All colors matter. All colors of super chats matter, and I put them all on there. So 3 minutes. Actually, now it's 2 minutes and 49 seconds.
That's so funny.
I know.
I forgot it had a counter on it.
It has a timer. Yeah, it has a timer. I
forgot all about that.
You want to see this video? Don't let the timer go off without getting 5 more in. It's only 5 more.
Timer die.
All right. Anyway.
No, I've been stuck on the idea that we have Bruce, a guy that, I mean, look at all the nasty and crazy that he's done. And we talked about him with Depot, but he was bringing up the protection order. The events that led up to that, something that has already been decided in a court. And that's pretty messed up when you think about it. You've been stalked, you've proven it, you were given a protective order because of it. And you still have these people trying to knock that thing down. They lie about it. It's just gross, man.
You guys did it. Good job. You did it. You did it. You hit the goal. Just in time, too. That was like right under the gun. That was perfect.
Do you want to play that for a minute, and then
yes.
I'll pull that up. I've got to do something real fast.
Perfect. So well, that's good timing.
Yeah.
Because I will pull it up, and we will play the new.
And then we'll go over the counterclaims. All right, I'll be right back.
This is okay. This is called The Ecosystem of Hate, and I think you guys are going to really like it. Please enjoy it. Wait, where the heck did it go, though? I'm going to have to find it again. Hold on. I just saw it. Where'd it go? I have so many files. Present video file. There it is. Although, why is it untitled? Maybe that's not the right one. I know I titled it. Hold on. Let me just do a search on my file manager for ecosystem. Search home. I don't think I... There it is. Wait. Yes. All right. It's 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Here we go.
Step inside, let me show you the scene. A syndicate masked in a media sheen. They call it PR, but it's more like a crime. A fortress of lies where the guilty still climb. At the helm, a troll with a history stained. Moves like a ghost, leaves ruin in chains. Squats in the dark, claims what ain't hers. Living off scams, deception occurs. Her man ain't better, he profits from pain. Stripping the helpless, drowning in rain. Hurricane wreckage, pockets get fat. Takes from the weak, never looks back. It's the ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Spin your truth, turn your past into ploys. A web of deceit, no justice, no grace. They'll rewrite your life, then laugh in your face. Here comes the journo, slithering slick. Sells his own stories, plays every trick. Lays with the victims, then twist what they say. A puppet of scandal, a predator's play. Caught in the act, but still he persists. Feeding the cycle with venomous twists. Truth ain't the goal, you about to get played. He'll spin some more lies for only 10K. The ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Wreck your name, no one will employ. A racket of shadows, a league of sin. They bury your rep before you begin. Watch for the ex-con, fresh out the cage. Extortion and fraud still fuel his rage. Sentences served, but lessons ignored. Grammar's a crime, his words like a sword. A thug with a script, a deal in his fist. Misspells the threats, but you get the gist. Ain't no secret this guy eats paint chips. For the right price he'll make up all kinds of shit. And then there's the lawyer, sharp like a hammer. No moral code, belongs in the slammer. Bar complaint stack, but he stays in the game. Turning the law into weapons of shame. Threatens the weak, buries the proof. Twist every case, still fiction's the truth. A master of fear, a shadow in court. Your cries for justice, he'll cut them short. Together they thrive in the filth they create. A kingdom of ruin, a cycle of fate. The puppet, the thief, the fixer, the fraud. A system of demons who play like gods. They don't just lie, they architect doom. Step in their way, you won't leave the room. They'll twist your past, create what you've done. By the time they're through, you'll be no one. Ecosystem of hate, a media storm. They'll break you down in everly form. A syndicate built on power and crime. Their names stay clean, yours fades with time. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate.
There you go. There you have it. And what did you think? Did you like it?
I liked it.
I think we only lost one person. One person was like, I'm not listening to this. I'm out of here.
How dare you play the music?
I did like that. I thought the sewage was a good touch also. The spewing sewage.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
It came out good. It came out
good.
Good. I liked it. Production value.
My videos are getting better.
No, well, that's what I spent a little more time. I actually put a hat rack in my last one. I was like, wow. And some prison footage. I thought that was good.
I have a
Hmm.
new song that I wrote last night for my Red Dead Redemption streams that is so fun. It's so good. It's so good. It's so pretty. I want to play it for you guys because it's so pretty you can't even believe it. And it was the first one that it made. Sometimes, and I often find this, that a lot of times it's the first song that it makes that ends up being the right one, ends up being the best one, which is weird because, how does it do that? Because you can spend hours going over and over and over. And
Oh yeah.
all right, check this out. Listen to this. This was first try Red Dead Redemption.
Saddle up and ride, ride, ride. Taking the countryside, oh my. There's thieves in the brush headed for us, and I don't know how to pull out my gun, but I have figured out how to run, run, run.
Are we outlaws or hired guns? All I know is I'm low on funds. Whiskey needs hay and night's on the way. Didn't you tell me this would be fun, fun, fun?
Saddle up and ride, 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 ride. Taking the countryside, oh my. There's thieves in the brush headed for us, and I don't know how to pull out my gun, but I have figured out how to run, run, run. These buttons are driving me mad. I just got eaten by wolves, now I'm sad. My friend tied me up and dropped me on my head. I barely escaped, but he pumped me full of lead. Saddle up and ride, 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 ride. Taking the countryside, oh my. There's thieves in the brush headed for us, and I don't know how to pull out my gun, but I have figured out how to run, 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 run.
I mean, how good is that? The first try. First try. I know you hate country music.
When I hear country, my mind turns off. I'm just like, what were the words there?
It's
from growing up around Nashville, man. I tell you, like,
it's just perfect for Red Dead Redemption. I mean, it's perfect for a cowboy game. Come on.
See what country is? It's the Pied Piper calling to tourists. That's how I hear it around here because I live here. I'm like, what? No, avoid.
No, I love country music. It's Tug that doesn't like it. I love country music.
I hate it, man. I hate it. You live in Nashville, like I said, all these freaking tourists pour in, getting drunk, falling all over themselves, wearing freaking cowboy hats and boots, thinking they're, like, woo-wee, look at me, accidentally going out in deliverance country, it's like, oh my God.
Oh, you've got to see the Red Dead Redemption stream from today. You mean cowboy hats like this? Is this the kind of cowboy hat you're talking about, Tug?
Yeah, you gotta have some shit kickers on too, wandering around.
Oh, that was my husband's.
It's funny. It's either that or those, some people buy them one of those. They don't do it as much now, but they used to. Like when I was younger, they get those Davy Crockett freaking, coonskin hats. Like, oh my God! I was like, Davy Crockett hasn't been alive for a long, long time, and neither has that fashion choice. Like, put it back. Oh my God. Okay. All right.
All right, what were we doing? I forgot.
We were reading counterclaims.
Okay.
Remember? Okay, let's see, we were on 7. This isn't terribly long, thankfully. It's too long, but it's terribly long. So,
It's too long, but
yeah.
we'll get through it.
The plaintiff framed the defendant so he could accuse them of being responsible for the signs on the basis for filing his present lawsuit, creating litigation to generate YouTube content. The plaintiff's accusations were that the defendants planted the signs were and are false and known to be false by the plaintiff. See, this kind of garbage too. I know that's standard form in lawsuits, but still,
Where's their evidence for that?
Exactly. The plaintiff's statements accusing the defendant of creating and planting the signs were made and continue to be made with malicious intent to injure the defendants. Oh, malicious intent? Are you trying to say that they are limited purpose public figures and you're adopting the language to, fight against that? That's interesting.
Yeah, possibly. Hey, good night, Connor. By the way, Connor's taking off.
See you,
Nice
man.
to see you, buddy.
The plaintiff also falsely accused the defendants of extortion and tortious interference as additional contrived claims to generate litigation content. The plaintiff's false accusations have caused the defendants to be subjected to hate, ridicule, contempt, mocking, humiliation, threats, false reports, government agencies, vulgar and menacing messages from strangers via phone, and written messages, and other harm.
All right, we have to go over this. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Subjected to hate. All right. First of all, if people hate you, that is not illegal. It might not be nice, but it's not illegal. And I don't know. I don't know if that's really the case, but ridicule, perfectly legal. 100%. Perfectly legal to ridicule somebody. You cannot sue someone because you got ridiculed. And I believe the judge already made that distinction. As they said they were embarrassed or whatever, and he was like, what does embarrassment have to do with it? Right?
Yeah.
Contempt.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Contempt. Again, I have 100% right to hold you in contempt. To be contempt. If you are a contemptible person to me, I can say so. And I can say that, I hold you in contempt. Mocking, 100% legal. 100%. What are they doing over on that channel all the time? Mocking Jeremy Hales, mocking us, which is fine. Go ahead. Humiliation. There is nothing in the law that protects you from humiliation. Now, threats, it depends on what those are and who they come from. Obviously, threats are not okay. False reports to government agencies. I don't know anybody who made a false report. I know people who made reports because they had a good faith reason to believe that there's a child in danger. I still believe that child is in danger.
They pretend also that all reports started with the Jeremy Hales and they all come from, and it's like, man, Northport, there's proof that this has been long standing. There have been people that have had legitimate concerns from multiple communities now. So it's going to be hard to,
that is
it's
correct.
going to be hard to knock that down,
Yep. And vulgar and menacing messages depends, again, on what the content are. And then those people who sent them would be the ones responsible, not Jeremy Hales.
I'm sure Jeremy Hales has had his fair share of vulgar and menacing messages,
Oh, I'm sure. Just like I have, just like you have. Like Paint Chips keeps sending me vulgar and harassing stuff.
All the difference, though, is that, that person is 100% tied to the ecosystem. He's being funded by them. There's a big difference in just a random person like sending something that's beyond your control. And then you being like, oh, here's somebody that's being paid for their endeavor.
All right, you can keep going.
The plaintiff's actions are extreme and outrageous. The plaintiff knew and intended his false accusations would cause the defendants to suffer severe emotional distress. The accusations have caused defendants to suffer severe emotional stress. So that's his whole, that's pretty sloppy. It's actually pretty fucking sloppy with count one, That is.
Yep.
And then count 2 is Florida Statute 54008.
Wait a minute. I am pretty sure you cannot make an emotional distress claim without documented proof of harm. Like, are they going to therapists, etc.?
I don't know about their current, I mean, they'll definitely have to put something behind that and to say that there has to be some type of proof with it.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of way to measure that.
Now, remember 54008 for folks, it's an unauthorized publication of name or likeness. And remember, we have actually discussed that since we pulled up the other. I have this pulled up from last night. Let me pull this real fast. We've seen this enough times. It's easy to know what part to cover. Makes it fast. So they want to focus on 1 without focusing on 4, which is the except. So they want to focus on no person shall publish, print, display, or otherwise publicly use for purposes of trade or any commercial or advertising purposes the name, portrait, photograph, or any likeness of a natural person without their express written or oral consent to such use given by Now, this, again, is an exemption for covering, printing. I'm not going to read all the wording there, but you can use this for bona fide news reports or presentations having a current and legitimate public interest. Now, here's a little thing. I want to bring up a point now. We were talking about polymops, So polymop, if you look up the word, this is a very interesting thing. This has already been documented too. So if they decide they're going to pull it too late, sorry about your luck. Okay, we've already captured all of this here. So if you go in and you look up polymop, the first thing that hits for me, you can see my search here.
Wait, let me pull it up. There we go.
Okay. So you can see on my search here that it is polymop.com. Okay.
That's the only thing that comes up?
Now you will have streams and other crap come up, maybe a posting, but this is the very first thing that comes up.
Okay.
And there's no explanation with it. If you're looking that up, polymop, there it is. And you'll notice, they've tried to copyright and everything else. It's because they are attaching branding because they are selling items for it. Now, there's proof that they are selling items for this too. Just a note, if you look on their merchandising, let me see, I'm pulling this up here. Here's another screenshot. Okay, I'm getting a point with this.
Walking around in this T-shirt.
Oh my God, this is so dumb.
Wait a minute. What's the other one? Blow it out your ass?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Is that another? What does it say on? What's the small writing under that?
This one, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Totally satisfying. Would highly recommend.
That's so
that's their merch.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Oh, look, and there's one with a felon on it too.
Well, I mean, I could pull up the other thing, but it's probably against YouTube's TOS, so I won't pull that up.
Oh,
they actually have, the little crystals, the not a rooster.
The little ween peen crystals.
Yeah, they're peens. That's what they have them listed as. But the point here is they're already merchandising and selling this, right? Okay. So if you go to their website, though, that website that is the first hit on it, the only thing that you have.
Wear that ugly T-shirt. I don't understand.
Oh, it's so dumb, man. So the only thing that they have on their website, though, is this here. Now, who is that picture, Megan? Who is that?
That would be Counselor Randy Shockett.
Now, would you say that they got authorization to be utilizing his picture here?
No.
Huh. So they are actually marketing something they have trademarked.
With his picture.
That's the only description that we have that has ever come up with it at all.
That actually might not be in the exception for the law they came after Larry for.
Yes, that actually might be a problem for them. So it would definitely be a problem under the same statute that they're trying to play, though. And this is already, I've archived everything to make sure. So we know it exists. I made sure the website, there's not a lot there, but I archived it already. So You know, even if you change it, doesn't matter. It's already hit there. The images of the item that is being sold, that is also been archived as well. We have screenshots of that and more. So that may be a problem by itself, but it's certainly a problem under the way that they describe with their counterclaims. So when we're talking about unauthorized use, 54008, yeah, that might be a problem for them. And it's fascinating. Like I said, this is something that Jeremy was talking about yesterday. He was saying, you know, even if they won something against me, they're automatically going to have some real problems, because everything that they say, oh, you can't use name. Like, man, they run entire shows about the man all the time. That's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
So
for months and months.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, well, that's all they ever do. And it's like, okay. So count 2. That's under that. The plaintiff has misappropriated the defendant's image or likeness by placing them on video thumbnails in order to advertise the videos as bad neighbor videos in which the defendant appears involuntarily as villains in the plaintiff's contrived YouTube storylines. The plaintiff's use of the defendant's image and likeness is without their consent. The plaintiff's use of image or likeness has been commercial advertising purposes in order to increase views and videos revenue to the plaintiffs for the videos as a result of abuse the image of the defendants. Because of the plaintiff's unauthorized use, the defendants have suffered loss and injury and are entitled to reasonable damages, including royalties, aka they really want to reach into Jeremy's pocket.
Yep.
Very badly. And count 3, the invasion of privacy by unauthorized publication. The plaintiff has published the defendant's photo, image, and or likeness on his YouTube page and in video thumbnails on many occasions. Every publication of the defendant's photo, image, and or likeness by the plaintiff has been unauthorized. It is intended, they note, to humiliate or to mock the defendant. The plaintiff's publication of the defendant's photo, image, or likeness has invaded their privacy. The invasion of privacy by plaintiff via unauthorized publication, image, or likeness has caused defendant to suffer damages, including but not limited to severe emotional distress. And of course, here's the biggest part of this. They want bench trials. They do
Of
not.
course they do.
Yeah. So that's why, again, people were asking. Randy had filed something, and it was a very, very short filing. It essentially just says, hey, Jeremy, he demands a jury trial. It is his right to have a jury trial. He demands a jury trial. So as far as counterclaims are concerned, you know, got to give it to me. I think I have that over here. Let me check.
Yeah, I think that both parties have to be in agreement to get a bench trial. If one wants a jury and the other one wants bench, I think it's jury. I think it goes to jury.
Yeah, he has, let's see, there's the filing. So it just noted, notice of demand for jury trial for all issues triable of right by a jury. So Jeremy Hales hereby gives notice that he demands a trial by jury in the action pursuant to Rules of Civil Procedure 38. That's all the filing that was in there. So that was a reaction to what they had filed. Now, there is a lot more to break down off that filing, but you want to get into all of that tonight?
No, I don't actually. I actually have a headache. It's
just
just not going to go away. So
we can break some of that tomorrow, and I'm
Yeah.
sure there'll be new stuff. This wheel just keeps rolling every night.
it does. And there's going to be, I don't even plan the show anymore. I just wait till 4 or 5 o'clock
Yeah.
because something new will pop up. And that is absolutely what's happening here. So tomorrow night we'll be on Tug's channel, 8 o'clock, same time. I'm going to read super chats. If you want to stick around, you can, Tug. But if you got to go, I understand.
I'll hang for about. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and get the kids situated and everything. So
All right, sounds good.
I think I'll do that. All right, folks. Hey, I appreciate you all, and we will be on tomorrow. So
All right.
see you later. See you.
All right. We have Where was I? Oh, Subi Sue 73. I love saying your name, Subi Sue. Member for 4 months. Laundromat money. Appreciate you. And Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. Megan, you need a medium smart washing machine. I know. They're too smart. They're too smart and they don't work good. Caroline B. Thanks for the $4.99. Say 12B1 one more time, motherfucker.
Say rule 26 one more time, motherfucker.
Exactly. He's back.
Yeah, I forgot something. Yeah, I noticed something right here. So 2 people sent me cash apps, and I want to give them love.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, RR sent a 20 there, and I want to, like I said, I'm trying to keep a good eye on that. And SC again, all the time. Thank you, SC sent $5 as well. So that is very cool of people. So I want to give those 2 people love. Thank you all. Appreciate you. You know, and now I'm going to jump again.
Okay. See ya.
Thanks,
Good
see
night.
ya.
And Janice sent me a 10 on Cash App. I appreciate that very much for laundry money. I appreciate that. I'm going to the laundromat every day. I'm just going to bring a load every day until the laundry's done. And you know what the nice thing is too at the laundromat? They have those giant machines so you can do comforters. You can do so much just all at once. It's amazing. Frankly, home washing machines are not that efficient. It really makes more sense to just take all your laundry at the same time to the laundromat. Just get it all done. All right, let's see. Where was I? Here. Forever Not Me. Thanks for the 2 and the square bullet points for a happy Monday. LOL. J Water Road Les Wolf member for 4 months. Here's for laundry mats and breadsticks. Thank you very much. Mac McClellan member for a month. Appreciate you. Aussie Wombat, thanks for the Aussie 15. I think you read FRCP 41B2 instead of A2. No, I didn't. I read the right one. 41B2. I'm on 41 B2. Yeah, I did. That's the one. I got it. We're good. But thank you for letting me know. Patrick W, thanks for the 5. What are the odds the magistrate will state all parties hearing my courtroom now? What are the odds? Oh, hold on. Let me put my court prognosticator hat on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. What are the odds that the magistrate will okay, hold on. We need some mood music for this. I'm gonna have to get my mood music out. Do I have any mood music? Where is it? Here we go. All right, let me concentrate. I'm going to shake my magic 8-ball and see what it says. Seems likely. That's what it says. Seems likely. I can't wait for the judge to respond to all this crap. Kimberly Edkin, thanks for the 2 and advance for the missing sock fund. Yeah. Chris Price, thanks for the 10 breadsticks. Hoping they flip their lid. This is so crazy with the filings. I know. Anna Nokowski, thanks for the 5. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Rosilla's Realm, thanks for the 2. I hear there's a laundry lint anonymous PSA out there. Man, yeah, I've been having laundry problems lately, haven't I? I inhaled lint the other day and choked for like a half an hour. All right, let's see. Heidi KZ, thanks for the 5 for the laundromat. Appreciate you. Diane Gladstone, thanks for the 5. They still make Speed Queen washers just at like the ones at laundromats. I know they make them, but they're like $2,000. They're too much. Subi Sue 73, thanks for the 10. Dancing in the sheets. I love it. I have my favorites, thanks to the 2. Reporting for laundry duty. Kathy Stewart, thanks for the 5. Not ramen money, but Dunkin for breadsticks or laundromat. I enjoy the content and making the haters mad. You know, I actually went to Dunkin' Donuts today for the first time in a long time. I always make my coffee at home, but today I left the house without coffee on accident. So I went to Dunkin' and I really enjoyed it. I haven't had a cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee in a long time, and it was so good. I just like regular hot coffee with cream, and it's delicious from Dunkin' Donuts. Cutting Linguist member for 5 months says, Tug, I got my Zeo today and already itches. Yeah, he's got one of those on too, and I'm sure it's probably itching him. Ray McIntyre, aka Ball Python King, member for 2 months, sends square bullet points. You know, it's just not okay. Wender Bender, Wendy Bono, thanks for the 10. Hi, Megan, Tug and Chat. Here's my laundry money donation. I can hear the haters crying already. Yeah, they probably are rolling around. Well, if they can roll around. It's a lot of girth to roll around. You know what's funny is that somebody sent me something. I guess they're making AI versions of me, and they're making them like way obese, which just makes me laugh because anyone can see me, and you know that I'm a size 6. That's 6'8", between a 6 and an 8. It's just like, do you think that hurts my feelings to make ridiculous depictions of me that aren't real? Everyone can see that I'm not an obese person. I do have some chub though. I'm working on it though. I'm working on the chub. The chub is going away though because I go to the gym every day and I walk 3 miles a day. Today I only did 2 or maybe 1.5 because I was doing the laundry and I had to get to my massage because I had that was my monthly massage, which was amazing. And I look so beat up because she used cups on me. You know what cupping is? I told her that on my shoulder it feels like something is stuck. And so she took the cups and she was not only they don't just sit there. She takes them and moves them around. Oh, it feels so weird. But it also like moves stuff around and it actually does get stuff unstuck. So my whole right side of my body is all bruised from the cups. She did it on my glutes too because my glutes were super sore and I pulled my hamstrings. So she did it on my hamstrings. Oh, if you've never had the cupping done, Sherry, try it because it really helps. Like when you're in a real bad spot, it helps. Sometimes and she was telling me, she's like, you can only press down for so long. Sometimes you got to pull up and there's no way to pull the muscle up without that suction. And the cups work really well, but I am so bruised. My whole right side of my body is funny. It's all, if you look up on Google cupping bruises and you'll see what it looks like. I mean, they're purple. It's purple all up and down my right side. Shooting Star, thanks to the Canadian 5 for laundry coins. You know that it's not even, it's all coinless now. It's on your app. It takes Apple Pay. You just download an app, pick out a machine, and just start. It's amazing. You just download some money on there from Apple Pay. It's great. Teresa Finn, writer chick, thanks for the 10 breadstick money for you. Love you both. Started to read this and couldn't get past page 1. How dare he send this to a federal judge? It's almost a threat. Who the F does BBB think he is? Well, I'm not sure that I got the threat part that you did. I didn't see it as a threat to the judge. I just think it's going to annoy him. Jack Miles says cupping doesn't work. I beg to differ with you. It works for me. I feel much better than I did before I got there today. So I definitely don't have the pain that I did earlier. Let's see. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Laundry money to make the haters mad. Well, there's no better reason to send super chats than to just make the haters mad. BC Eagle Deb, thanks for the 5. Hiya, Megan, Fox, and Tug. Laundry money coming your way. Thank you so much. SF, thanks for the 5. Is it possible to see old filings of the disbarred lawyer and then compare them? Yeah, probably. I'm sure that he has some out there on Pacer somewhere. Chat, no, it was Connor that dropped me on my head in Red Dead Redemption. Connor and I played the other night. I was doing a testing stream on Streamlabs because I'm trying to move over from Streamyard to Streamlabs. But it's going to take some time because I have to work out all the kinks. So I'm doing it on like gaming streams that don't have huge crowds to annoy. And yeah, it was Connor. He tied me up with a rope, threw me over the back of his horse, and then I got undone, but then I fell off on my head. Connor says I did nothing wrong. I beg to differ. J. Water Roadless Wolf, thanks to the 5. Judge, motion dismissed on the grounds of not being able to comprehend what kind of motion being put forward with emotions full of words. Word salad. Yeah, I know. Rogue Mama, thanks for the 2. Better get the likes up or I will slow down chat. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. The 3-speed Queen industrial washers we have at the Wildlife Rehab Facility handle 60 to 80 loads of laundry clean during orphan season when we have 3,000 animals in the clinic and injured wildlife. Wow. It's amazing. Jack Miles, member for 2 months. Dial a disbarred felon available? The Zohan, thanks for the 2. And all those square bullet points and a hamster. Funny. Adair K, thanks for the 5. One more super chat closer to goal. Thank you so much. Jack's mom says, can one of the sanctions they get in Florida court for the thumbnails be it's dismissed with prejudice? Wouldn't that keep them from using it in federal court? Yes, that could be a sanction that they got. Yeah, that is possible. I mean, that's up to the judge, obviously. And we're talking about Judge Davis here in the thumbnail case. I don't believe Judge Davis would do that. Judges are look, guys, sanctions happen very rarely. Now, it does appear that in the thumbnail case, they're set up real well for sanctions to be issued. But that doesn't mean that they will. A lot of times, judges will do everything they can not to issue sanctions. It's almost like they don't like to use it. And I don't know why, because that just makes lawyers like this one and like David Gingras just bolder and bolder, and they just keep on doing worse and worse things. And they should be held accountable. Will he do it? I don't know. But yes, that is something he could do. He could dismiss it with prejudice. Yeah. It's up to the judge, you know. Bonnie Heron, thanks for the 2. Haul 'em up, piss off Lynette, and move off property. And get kicked off property. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Deuce Foreskin ambulance chaser is a complete idiot. So are the walruses. Well, they're not that smart. Frankie H, thanks for the 10. Love that you took my idea of the eco-hate system. BBB is a fool, almost like a child. No means no. Yeah, he doesn't take the answer. He doesn't take no for an answer. He has never taken no for an answer, and I don't like it. Robin Worth, thanks for the 2. Laundry money, appreciate you. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. How can she meet the $75,000 requirements? She's making money. Did she go to counseling like she told to Thomas's? Can they get her psych history now? Yes, if she's going to claim emotional distress, absolutely they can get all that. But do I think that she's continued to go to counseling if she went at all? No, it costs money. Unless she found some place to give it to her for free. I don't know. I don't know. But I doubt it. Ellie Fan, thanks for the 2. Blame the panty hamsters for the washer funk. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's just the hard water buildup, frankly. Just one person's opinion. Thanks for the 10. Breadsticks, please. Mel Klomp, thanks for the 10. The smell is mold around the door seal. The water flow inhibitor is required on all new washers due to federal regulations. I know. And it just doesn't get your clothes clean. And the federal regulations need to be lifted. It's ridiculous. Trump did that in his first term. And then, of course, it probably got reversed during Biden's term. And it really should be taken out again. But it was so short that I don't think any got made without that requirement. Jenny, member for 4 months. Thanks for the square bullet points. For introducing me to financial audit, I'm binge watching. It's dumpster fire. I can't stop watching Speed Queen Unit. Yes, I know. Financial audit is great with, what's his name? Hammer. What's his first name? Damn it. What's his name? Caleb Hammer. Melody Couture, member for 2 months. Woohoo, hamster, what? You don't want to know. Yankee Bell, thanks for the 2. Bought an industrial washer dryer from an auction. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to tell Jeremy if he comes across one of those old-timey washers. I want it. Where was I? Oh, there we go. And Gina Thibodeau became a new YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird in here, but you will get used to it. Jacqueline Weaver, thanks to the 5. I went to Olive Garden today, so here's some breadstick money. Did you get the unlimited pasta? Lady Jane Dodo, thanks for the 10. It's the pump. It costs about $50 and can be replaced in about an hour. We just did ours. Yeah, but that's Lady Jane. That's only if I can get somebody to come out here to fix it. There's nobody out here who fixes these machines. I've already been through this with the last washing machine I had. That we don't have washer repairmen. And the reason why is now that they're all computerized, the original handymen who used to come out and fix these things, and they could fix any brand. They can't do it anymore because each one has its own separate computer board. Most likely what this is not the pump. I bet it's the computer board. It's giving me a false error, and that's what it was the last time with the last machine I had. The computer board went, and they had to order it on a slow boat from China, and it took like 3 months. It was crazy. I'm not going through that again. I'm just not. I refuse. Elephant, thanks for the 2. Purgery, hooked on phonics, worked for me. Maybe not. Became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. I appreciate you here. We're trying to get to 75,000 subscribers. I am, I'm steadily on my way, and that will be really exciting. I am very happy to have you here. So thanks for being here. Suzanne 7IB Callie, thanks for the 10. Please have Grok make a polymop in court or in a buffet restaurant. I wonder what Grok thinks a polymop is. Should we ask? Let's ask Grok what Grok thinks a polymop is. Create an image of a polymop, which you can make up because I don't know what it is. Let's see. See what it comes up with. What do you think Grok is going to come up with? Oh no, these things are way too cute. No, that will not do. Although this thing is kind of weird. It's got like several eyes on the side of its face. This is weird. Let's see. I can share this with you. Here we go. That thing has 2 eyes on the side of its face. Very strange. Very strange. Let's see. Make it weirder and uglier. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is it, guys. This is the polymop. It's perfect. All right, let's get back to your super chats. Please have Grok make a polymop in court or in a buffet restaurant. All right, hold on. Let me tell it to make it in a buffet. Make it eating at a buffet. There you go. Let's see what happens now. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. They spell like the Philly mayor, ELGSES. Look at these weird things. Look at this. This is so bizarre. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my god, that one's funny too. Oh, that's funny. Polymop. All right, Ginger Grivois. Thanks for the 2. Megan, you need to be in a Gain commercial. I know. Vintage Rose Art, thanks for the 2. Purgery, short for purgatory. Oh, maybe. Shooting Star, thanks for the 2. Legal fund to Randy's office. It goes to Randy's office? Okay. I don't know. I've never seen the legal fund. I don't know. I think maybe we shared it a long time ago. I don't really remember. Janie C, thanks for the 5. Jeremy said years ago that he keeps absolute track of any cash because he pays taxes on it. Isn't that ridiculous? The government should not make us pay all these taxes. That money was already taxed. The person who got that money was taxed on it. Why should it be taxed if they give it away to somebody else? It's nuts. The government just has their rotten fingers in everything. They're triple and quadruple and quintuple taxing us on things. It's got to stop. With $15 eggs, I can't afford the taxes. Triz says, thanks for the 2. They are the Polymop gang from the Wizard of Oz. Ooh, let's create a gang. Okay. In a gang of polymops. Let's try that. Okay. Where were we? I have my favorites. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Sarah Annie Anderson, thanks for the 2. Megan, I sent you an email. Okay, I will make sure to check and look at this. Yeah, this is perfect. Oh my god, this one right here looks like they're hired journalists. That's perfect. Oh god. Oh my lord, these are so weird. I think I like this one. This one's funny. Lady Tammy, thanks for the 5. New washer dryer fund. Stacy R, thanks for the 2. Y'all are wonderful folks. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Does Voldadork also have flying monkeys? Because we know walruses are too fat to fly. Walruses are too fat to fly. Jay Water Roadless Wolf, thanks for the 5. Could it be that Bruce is looking to push all these motions in order to create the illusion of a mistrial? Oh, I don't know. All I know is that I think the judge is going to get pissed at some point. Bugs Adventure, member for 7 months. Did you see the thumbnail? Jeremy Hale's live Sunday. Bubbles' nose looks like a what? Something. It made me laugh so hard I almost fell out of my chair. I did not see the thumbnail, but I will look at it in a while after this. Shooting Star, thanks for the Canadian $2 sticker, super sticker. Monica Kellett, thanks for the 5. Laundry Money Fund. Thank you. Paul Dawn, thanks for the 5. What does BBB want? Sharks with freaking laser beams on their foreheads. Kelly B, thanks for the 2. Only seen Jeremy's lawyer once talking with DUI guy. That's right, a long time ago. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Sorry, I misspelled the walruses. Yeah, well, Jeremy's lawyer works, you know. He has like a bunch of other cases and like he doesn't have time to sit around and chat. Okay, let's see. Fallen Hero 4567 gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Thank you so much. Linda Allen, thanks for the 5. Jamie Johnson has said she would testify and will blow the notion that Lynette is not a fan out of the water. That's right. She did say she would testify, didn't she? Yes, she did. Marcus King, thanks for the 2. Thank you, Megan and Tug. You're welcome. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2. People obsessed lying morons. Lying again, morons on parade. Oh, I like morons on parade. That's a good one. And we have Adair K says, get to the goal. Well, you guys did it. You definitely did it. Joan Sclafani, thanks for the 2. S. Shine, thanks for the 5. Stacy R, thanks for the 2. Says, okay. Lee Ware, thanks for the 99 cents. Mud Dog, thanks for the 2. Can't practice state court looking to run. Maybe. Lisa Ann, thanks for the Canadian $2.79. I'm here for the song. Well, you got it. Night Owl, thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. Robin Worth, thanks for the $3 super sticker. Kay Kirkpatrick, thanks for the 2. Couch change. Lady Tammy, thanks for the 99-cent super sticker. And PDW, thanks for the 1. Appreciate you. Angel Perez, thanks for the 2. And Rick Reed, thanks for the 2. Kimmy, thanks for the 2 for the new video. Appreciate you. Pickled Tink, thanks for the 2. Just another few dollars. Carolina B, thanks for the 2 super sticker. Appreciate you. Lisa Gibbs, thanks for the 5 pounds. Cages, thanks for the 5. Super chat of destiny. Deborah Newell, thanks for the 2. Suzette Lewis, thanks for the 5 for the super sticker. Candy DeVos, thanks for the $10 super sticker. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Jerry Bate, thanks for the 2. Just because. That was sweet, Jerry. BC Eagle Deb gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. It's weird here, but we think you'll like it. Christina G, thanks for the 2. Hi, Megan. Like our snow? Yep, the snow has been epic this year. Sandra Fitch, not Finch. Thanks for the 5. Breadstick and laundry monies. Appreciate you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. Who's next? Terry D, thanks for the $2 super sticker. Appreciate you. Coyote Bait, thanks for the 2. Super chat with the square bullets. Mama, thanks for the $2 super sticker. Kim Dodds, thanks for the Aussie 2. Goal! And Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. You'd think that Deuce Foreskin ambulance chaser should be sending in the required discovery instead of off-filing motions demanding the judge to make that order he included and pissing off the judge. That's right. Why hasn't he turned over discovery? He was ordered to do so and only has 14 days. Instead, he's filing a bunch of just papering the court with all this shit. Wendy Seeley, thanks for the $1.49 super sticker. Appreciate you. Barnyard Sally 547, thanks for the 5. And Dana Johnson, thanks for the 10. SF, love the Connor reference in the song. Thank you. Lily Smith, thanks for the 5. And when I make the video, I'm going to clip that part of him, tying me up with the rope and throwing me on the horse. It was pretty funny. He also attacked me on my horse. He knocked me off my horse and then started choking me. It was very funny. Lily Smith, thanks for the 5. Definitely like country better, but it was a cool video. What is the easiest program to use to learn to edit videos on? Well, I learned how to edit videos on iMovie, but now because I have this PC now, I use something called Microsoft Clipchamp, and I actually like it so much better than iMovie. It's so much better. Clipchamp is fun. It has a lot more features. It's easier to use. It's easier to learn. It's just easier. So try, and I think Clipchamp comes on most PCs. It was on mine. It came with it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's very simple. Thanks for the question, by the way. Burkett 1950, thanks for the 10. OMG, this is for turning me on to Suno. I am so obsessed. Thank you. It is seriously my therapy. I don't need to go to a therapist or talk to anyone when I'm in a bad mood. All I need to do is go and write songs. And I feel better instantly. Diana Luttrell, thanks for the 2. We got to get you 2 on TV. Great duo. Tug's never going to go on TV, He is an avatar for life. Ellie Fant, thanks for the 2. Grok Cowboy, Megan and Tug, please. Thank you. Oh no. Okay, I will have Tug do that because every time I try and make that umbrella guy on Grok, it screws it up so bad. Like so bad. I'll ask him to do it. Joanne C. JoJo's Adventures, thanks for the 2. And Doc's Counteraction, thanks for the 5. Jeremy always states to not contact anyone in his videos. If anyone does, then that is on that person who made the contact, not on Jeremy. I agree. I say the same thing. Nobody should be contacting anybody that we talk about here. Nobody should be doing that at all. You're here to be entertained, to listen to the news, to talk amongst yourselves, and that's it. Melissa Stewart, thanks for the 2. Google Polymop. There is a website. Yep, we found it. Elephant, thanks for the 5. My wine mom friends tell me that red solo cupping works. I bet it does. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Megan, have you tried dry needling? I've had it done since 2019 on my back and shoulders, and it helps me so much. Yes and no. Yes, because they do it when they give you the when I've had the, what do they call it? Trigger point injections. So they start out by doing like the dry needling, then they inject the medicine when you get to the right spot. I do not like the way that feels. It's very uncomfortable. I could probably put up with it, but I prefer massage. Massage works for me, and I like it a lot. I don't like needles. Kathy Bayard became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den, Kathy. It's weird. And gifted 10 memberships. Wow. Welcome all of you who got those. And that was so generous of you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Yankee Bell, thanks for the 5. Palmop, pole dancing old lady, always mooching off people. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That's a good one. Suzanne 70 IB Cali, thanks for the 5. GFM says you can send directly to Shock and Law if you want instead of the GoFundMe. Oh, well, that's a little different than the GoFundMe goes right to Randy. So sure, you can That's allowed. You can send money to a law office for somebody. Tennessee Susie gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but we won't make you wear matching outfits or anything. Maybe some leg warmers once in a while. Okay, I got to see who is streaming. Is Shizzy on right now? Uh-oh, my YouTube studio keeps going down. It's weird. All right, let me see if I can redirect you. Who's on right now? Yes, Shizzy is on. So I will be sending all of you over there, and you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. I am going to leave you with another of my favorite songs, a new one. We'll do From Georgia to Georgia. How about that? Georgia to Georgia. Where did I put it? Is the question. Sorry, not Georgia. Gainesville to Gainesville. Why did I have Georgia in my head? We'll do Gainesville to Gainesville. I gotta find it first, though. Let's see. Search Gainesville. There it is. All right. I'm out of here. Have a good night, guys.
I'm the lawyer in town, got my case in hand, but my emotions are mixing up this legal land. I filed for a change, thought I was so slick, but I moved the case from Gainesville to Gainesville quick. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what was I thinking? I made a mistake, the whole court's blinking. Emotions so wrong, my career's on the line. The judge's patience, now a thin, thin line. I stood in that courtroom, thought I was smart, but my paperwork's a mess, it's tearing me apart. I tried to move the case to where I stand, didn't realize I was already in Gainesville land. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what have I done? I've got the judge annoyed, and now I'm undone. A blunder so grand, my reputation's shot. I found my way straight into this spot. I look at the judge, his eyes are so cold. He's seen my folly and my legal mode. I'm shaking my head, I know I'm in deep. This legal misstep might just make me weep. I filed for delays, for dismissals too, but each one's a mess, my errors they accrue. I'm lost in my paperwork, a maze of my own. In this court of law, I feel so alone.